They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Derrick Henry, and he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. They'll run with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Safety's creeping. He's coming.
Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check it back. Check it back. No. Check.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He was
not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Williams. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jamal Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Giants nothing. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This is Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
For a Washington.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
The 50-yard line.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
57's the money. 57's the money. And let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now it's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. Brashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
13 yards. First down, Giants.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
57's the mic. Watch 57. 57. Mike. 57.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the Giants' 41-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
57's the mic. 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the mic.
To throw is Wentz. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. Dancing to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run on first down. Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
On the stop.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Touchdown defense. 57's mine. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. 57's the mic. 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14. Giants 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. He's got daylight. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the point after.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now a play fake. Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 44. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, rip 5-2, out here.
Play action. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass.
And a loose football. And who's got it? The Giants. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Again to Henry. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Back now at FedEx Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wentz, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Brings up 4th down.
Mike 57. It's been a long day for you. 57.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
25 more yards. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New
Derrick Henry, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Giants add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Giants 42, Washington 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
We all knew. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the screen. Pass.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Williams, the ball carrier.
It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz steps away to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.